and we are heading back to Nassau tonight. So we're gonna do a beautiful night sail. It's a full moon. We should have 10 to 12 knots of wind. Should be absolutely gorgeous. I'm really looking forward to it. After our bee situation in the last episode, Taylor and I were anticipating a beautiful and relaxing night sail during the full moon, but instead ran into issues with my engine that has less than 100 hours on it. Join me today as I attempt to save my second brand new engine. And as always, if you enjoy this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe. You guys can't even see me. I just tried to start this engine for this night sail, and of course the engine won't do a damn thing. I'm so over this. I want to see one pissed off.
It is so frustrating.
This doesn't even remotely make sense. It is 8 a.m. and if it doesn't start, I'm about to call Sunpower, but we'll see. Starting battery is about 12.7, 12.8. We'll see. Nope. So we just checked the oil, and the water has gotten in a little bit, probably a little bit last night before I shut the seacock, but I'm gonna take off all the fuel injectors and then we're gonna turn it over by hand. But obviously this is the 4th time it's happened and there's something still wrong. David just called Sunpower and that he was not very happy with them.
From Dream Yacht Charter, and apparently there's a problem with the engine, and you guys install the engine of that person.
So I need to find someone to talk to from Nanny as well. Wow. That's water. Oil. For calling back.
Alrighty. Roland has spoke with your mechanic, and he's made some observations. I'll let him talk.
Okay.
Okay. How you doing, Lauren?
I'm really good despite this engine not starting.
I hear you. Okay, look. This got rough.
Yeah.
And you'll see that those lines going to an injector. It's a hold down bolt. You should be able to take that out with a wrench, and it's probably a supply line for fuel. You're mechanically inclined. I'm looking into the hole, and it looks like it's got it's white. That's what it looks like to me. When you took the injector line off, I'm just peering into the hole, and it looks like it's white.
Right.
So
But hear me out. This has been an issue. This is the 4th time this engine hasn't started. Last night I waited probably 1 too many turns to shut the seacock, but I am so paranoid, as I'm sure you can understand, that I shut that seacock after 3 times. If this engine doesn't start, I shut it. And it has struggled to start. This is the 4th time. And the batteries are fine. So I need to figure out why this is happening.
I've got a question, Lauren.
Yeah.
When you sail, is the seacock closed?
No.
When we get this engine started, let's do an experiment on that.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good.
Let's do an experiment and see what the heck happens.
That sounds great to me.
Okay?
Thank you, Roland. got my diesel. Have one injector left that I'm struggling to get out, and then, or before, I'm gonna soak it in diesel like you guys saw a few episodes ago. And the mechanic, my old technician from Sunpower, thinks it's gonna be okay. So let's keep fingers crossed that I can clean it well, do a big oil change.
Maybe fixing this problem will fix the original problem, and then all your problems are solved.
I wish. I just have to take a little breather. It's like diesel, just...
Yeah.
Good morning, sunshine. And it is beautiful out. No wind, so if this engine doesn't start, I'm either here till the wind blows. Yeah, I'm here till the wind blows. But obviously up at 6 and have some coffee and get to work. Gonna finish cranking it out and make sure it's completely dry. It's been sitting overnight with a little bit of diesel in it. And then put it back together. Hopefully it starts, and then I'll change the oil if it starts. I'll be on our way. Or wait an extra day. We'll see. At least the water's gorgeous. There's a good chance I will be. Well, the engine is even harder to crank this morning, so it may be seized again. There is no wind for the next 10 days. Today we have 5 knots with gusts to 10, completely downwind, and I just talked to one of my friends who helps me a lot with everything, and he's flying into Nassau today. I have 2 other friends, Amy and Hill, who are in Florida with me that got to Nassau, and they have an injector problem, but they're all there. David with Vagabond, they're all in front of me, and I'm gonna ask them to help me get out of this little cut to the other side where it's more open so I can sail straight out. And I have no words. I did everything I could have done, and I have no words. So I was just told by my main technician to put the valve cover back on. Do not put the fuel injectors in, but put the valve cover back on. So I am cleaning the cover off, and I'm gonna try that. But we're looking at the exhaust system a little bit, and looks like that could be the issue. The elbow is a little after. It's a little delayed, so the riser takes a little bit to get to the elbow from the riser. But let's see if we can blow all the stuff that may be in it out without harming the engine. If it's not already seized, we can go from there.
Put down the anchor down.
The little up and down does. Hilarious. Big steps. Well, we're out of water now, so.
So, do you want to hear what I would do?
Didn't you just tell me?
No, not this part.
Okay.
So, I don't know for how long you're stuck here, but it seems like a while. Right?
No idea. Let's assume so.
Yeah, so I would probably start working on that.
I'm listening, I promise.
So I would start taking the measurement, looking if it can fit in the hole, and
won't
in
start.
the hole it needs to have some room. So you need to make the hole bigger so it doesn't heat up the fiberglass and your boat doesn't catch on fire.
Yeah.
Kind of important. So
I don't
you
stop.
kind of look on the other side what they did.
We don't know that.
And then you can start transferring everything from port to starboard to make room, make the hole, and get everything ready. And while doing that, everything is already ordered. So by the time you finish doing that, hopefully you will get the part to do that.
Yeah.
And then the hard part is to change everything, put on the starboard side and make the holes. After that, putting the pipes
That's what you're going to be
together.
around for, right?
And I don't think so. I won't be here. After that, you need to put an elbow there and then reconnect to there. And then you will be fine.
Lovely.
So, yeah. Okay. So he says most likely your engine should be fine, but if it went too far, it might bend a rod.
Yeah, I know.
And then in one cylinder that won't work.
Yeah.
So
That's what I'm
you
worried
won't
about.
really know unless either you take the engine apart,
Right.
or with like a thing for the doctor you put here, but on
Yeah.
the engine you listen every cylinder one by one, or while the engine is working you take off one plug one by one and to listen. Quoi? Les you crack the socket on the injectors for the hypershells. You crack it, and then if they all make the same noise, it's all good. But if one make a different noise, then that one has a bent rod.
Okay.
Mais le moteur il va pas aller. So the only thing it would do is after a while, if you have a bending rod that you don't fix, is at some point you will start losing power.
Right.
But it won't add more damage to the engine.
What if it throws the rod? If it's bent, can it be thrown? Because that can
Can
do,
it be what?
like if it throws a rod, that can do internal damage.
If
That's
it's
what
throwed?
yeah, that's what happened with the original engine
What
after
it means
30.
throwed?
I don't, that's just the term they used.
Mais si, puis mettons qu'il y a eu trop. Because at long term it started to be rust, but
Yeah.
also it's put water in the oil, and
Yeah.
all the oil start to
Get
jam
right.
everything
Yeah,
together.
exactly.
So that was the problem.
And he said
Because
it put some diesel
your
in the
diesel,
oil.
your oil was
Yeah.
really full of water since probably a little bit.
It's not as bad as it could be.
Say thank you or whatever.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you to see you. You're nice.
Well, thank you. You're very nice for helping. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, my friend is just aside you, so he's a good guy too.
He's a very good guy.
C'est mon ex-copine.
That's it.
Merci André, ciao ciao.
Bye.
He's really good.
Seems like it.
He's certified Yanmar. I don't know if he's certified other things, but he's certified Yanmar. He knows everything, every sport that.
I guess so. Okay, I have cleaned it to the best of my ability.
Done everything you can.
I put diesel in the oil to clean it out. The only thing is, if it starts, I have to run down and open the seacock immediately. Okay, I'm not crying yet, but it will probably come later. Woo! That was quick!
Extra good luck.
For you. There you go. And for you. Cheers. Amazing job. You are a badass.
I was gonna say we made it, but we haven't made it anywhere.
Well,
But
you did it.
we did it.
The engine started. It ran for like an hour and a half. And we made some water because we were only had a few gallons left. I'm getting my empty oil cans because it is time to change the oil. This will be interesting to see how it turns out. And I'm sorry that I did not get to film me putting the engine completely back together because my GoPro died and SD card was gone. And I am using this bottle of champagne to fill up the first excess oil. Oil change is done. It's beautiful out. And my hair is diesel-y and oily, and I'm gonna change that.
If he comes close, we gotta run out there.
Yeah. friends on Lady Fia way over there gave us some sage and holy water. So that's what we're gonna do before we start the engine. Okay, so what do we do with this?
I would light it.
And then just like walk around the boat?
You walk around the boat, but you have to be very intentional about like what it is you're
Taylor,
doing.
I feel like you should do this.
It's your boat, you gotta do it. But I'll
Can I do it with a bottle of champagne?
I don't know. So, what I would do is light it and walk around and say something along the lines of
I'm getting the gremlins out.
all gremlins must leave. No. I would say so when I
Wait, I have to go in the wine. I'll start at the back.
Okay.
Yeah. Or should I do the engine first? This is
Whatever works.
something else. Thank you so much for watching, and a special thank you to Patrons for helping make these videos possible each week. The engine issues probably aren't over, but join me next week or on Patreon today as we leave this special island and make our way back to Nassau.